Speaking of possibilities, Ferry versus Metora, two characters we so far in top 8 have not seen, but we've seen both of these players playing earlier. If you were tuning in earlier, so going to see another situation of two characters that really make sure that you play proper and neutral, otherwise they punish you big time for it.
This is one of the most fun matchups in the whole game because you have Granblue, a game that borrows a lot from Street Fighter when it comes to rules of what you're allowed to do, right?
Yeah.
Well, not this matchup. This matchup almost has like no rules. You got one character that double jumps and flies all over the screen, and then you have another character that has traps and an uppercut because why not, right? It's a very exciting matchup. I think it's a little bit harder maybe for the Metora side because Metora doesn't really want to block too much in this matchup versus Ferry. You know, okay, she doesn't want to block either, but she can block some fireballs now and then and be okay.
Yeah, she can certainly deal with it.
She at least has defensive options when she does block, you know, whereas Metora is like, well, I guess I got system mechanics, so there's that.
Yeah, but Metora she has the ability to stay on her feet the entire round in this matchup, and that's probably going to be the best path for her to win.
And Ferry does have the EX hit grab, right, that does break through, so that could be something to look out for for Kunio specifically to get a knockdown at that long range. Otherwise, if Meteora's standing, like you said, Spooky, she's doing all right.
Yeah, pretty much. If she can stay on her feet, she's okay. The EX whip from Ferry, I forget the frame date of the startup, but it's almost full screen range and it's projectile invincible too. So pretty much it's a free in if Kunio can react.
Yeah, I think that's an excellent point too, because that stops the normal neutral game that a Ferry or a Metora player would normally want to play, right? Because they have to worry about the EX whip if it's available, because that could just completely change the entire game if you do the wrong timing fireball.
Speaking of timing, going to move the block pressure. Didn't get the second butterfly though.
Ooh, the trade.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons why you saw Kunio barring, is specifically to get away from that second butterfly, because if you can negate that from being a thing, you can just not be pushed to the corner. And in fact, hey, look, Kunio has now changed the tide of battle, right? Pushed all the way back to Potaku, back to the corner.
Just slipping in the sweep range, too.
This is about to be serious.
You definitely want to swip into far medium and sweep range for sure. That is your thing.
Oh, guard break.
Wow, nice call out. Great spacing there from Potaku, and that's how you know they're a Metora player, right? It's just like being able to set the opponent up into an air unblockable situation.
Oh, there it is.
Set it up.
You must guess.
Oh, Heinrichten, okay. So this, it's going to be able to cancel anything into anything, basically. There is a limit to how canceling does work, but I mean, you're never going to see the limit actually come up because the players have been doing it for so long.
Early break. That was a big deal.
Absolutely. Still stuck in this corner though. Hit grab.
That's full combo. Yeah. Okay, Rush gonna finish it off right there. Yeah, and I mean, hey, that combo was not previously possible without the Rush, so it's again another system mechanic really coming into play, changing the game.
Potaku definitely on the back foot so far, but you never know. Adaptation is still available to, you know, be able to shift, push Kunio into uncomfortable situations.
They were in control a lot of that round until Kunio found the EX. That's the main thing to be afraid of. You can't let them EX do those fireballs. Not even once.
I mean, that's why you guys brought it up, right? Just how important that is to this matchup. And oh wow, that slide was I thought that slide was punishable for sure.
I was like, oh, this is Trouble City, but Potaku know what they're doing.
Yeah, I mean, Kunio even tried. I mean, you should always try anyway, right? Like, because what's the harm in just missing a stand light? Like, it's not really gonna do anything that ruins your life. Unlike these butterflies, but you know, the overdrive comes out just to save.
Look how much space Kunio lost, though, just blocking those double butterflies.
Sick up arrows. Stop the float.
Yeah, and that's why you see the power of the double butterfly, right? That's what we saw earlier, Kunio just trying to fight back and make sure double butterfly didn't happen in that very first round.
Oh, this is so good for Potaku.
They could have had a guard break.
Yeah, just wasn't ready for it, but canceling the Heinrichten. Okay.
Oh,
they're using the rush. Yeah, it is strike invulnerable the whole way through.
Good roll.
Yeah, I like that smooth through from Kunio.
Can't stay near those butterflies. That'll be a big problem. Lots of chip getting worked out here by Potaku and Eclipse. Whoa!
This is so good for Potaku, though. You have all the time to roll until the dive.
Oh, yeah. So actually attempted to do the full combo, but dropped the second input before the tail whip. So unfortunately was not able to get the whole thing, and that allowed for Potaku to, you know, just stand up and be like, well, okay, it's my turn now.
Yeah, Kunio earned that paycheck, but Potaku just was the one that deposited it to the bank.
Crazy clash war at the mid-screen. And Kunio's got the corner. Trade.
Ain't got no evidence. It's not my paycheck. That's all I'm saying.
Double roll through. Late tech.
Oh, wow. Great dodging. Yo, they're seriously dodging everything. It's looking like a Matrix out here.
Yeah.
Grab defeats the rush, and whoa, that was cool.
That is exceptionally rare to see someone being actually outside of the rushdown range. So if you are outside of the range, the attack does not end up coming out.
Rare footage indeed. EX Butterfly is going to be placed down. Kunio hemmed up in the corner, overhead connection.
Oh, got the butterfly. But full conversion here. Okay, here we go. Butterfly set back up. This is the redemption on the mix-up. Oh, but the overdrive is going to save, and yeah.
Potaku still has Super Skybound on our meter, so yeah, just the tap going to close it out with the rush.
Yeah, pretty easy to convert off of that, and so Potaku is going to be taking that first game. That was see now we're seeing the dichotomy, right? We saw an incredibly fast match earlier because of the 6. Now we're seeing these two zoner mid-range type characters just chilling and really trying to pick and choose their spots as well as they can. And this one, I don't know, it's looking so close. We might be in for the long haul, honestly.
I would not be surprised to see this go down in the last round.
Man, I never really realized how much the Granblue, the new mechanics are like SF6 until today. But really thinking about it, there's a lot of similarities to Drive Rush, Drive Impact.
Yeah.
I feel like that means the SF6 ones are similar to the Granblue ones, right?
True. It could be both ways. It's interesting to point out the similarities in style.
Yeah, especially the way you convert off of them and things like that, yeah. Look at this range, though. The slide, that time got clipped, yep.
Yeah, you know, I mean, hey, if you're talking about Street Fighter and the similarities, that was the Bison slide, and it was real ill-placed.
Yeah. That's been the Potaku's kind of his way of stopping Kunio from reacting to fireballs with the EX whip. Is kind of going for like those long-range slides and those tipper slides to keep them on their toes. That one wasn't a good one, but you got to earn them.
It was a good pun about keeping them on their toes, though.
I like it.
Yeah, I mean, normally with Kunio, we saw in the previous rounds before this top 8 that the level of control that Kunio exuded in terms of just space control was so strong, right? But the thing is you can't really control Metora at that range because she's trying to be full screen anyway a lot of the time.
Oh, that time it converted into Butterfly for sure.
You can see all the extra damage the Butterfly afforded, right? Like, it's just insane. Oh God, 2 butterfly combo? Yeah, I was gonna say you don't survive a 2 butterfly combo. It's not happening.
Nobody survives the 2 butterfly combo.
So, sounds like a fast food combo. Hey, let me get 2 number 6s.
A number 3.
Just gotta follow the train. That's all I'm saying. But there's that EX again. Yeah.
Y'all making me think about butterfly shrimp right now.
I'm glad you caught what I was alluding to.
I'm ready. Oh
I do like that from Kunio, using the jump light to stop the whip like jump, because if you went a little bit too far, Metora's got great anti-airs for that, right, and would have been put into a really bad situation really quickly, and so just cut the whip jump short.
Oh, caught the up back with the meaty light. Kunio working really well, got the low as well off of the GG wall bounce.
Oh, it's Kunio time. GG, let's go.
Put him in
you
the
must guess.
Ooh, nice guess, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can only guess for so long. Try to use Zephyr to be able to get out. That's Metora's unique action, right? And it allows her to be able to do those little trick jumps. But the problem is I mean, the standing medium was already there. There's just too much frame advantage to be able to Zephyr out safely.
Yeah. Well, like you said, Ebonic, here we are, game 3.
It just seemed like it was going to go so close. Like, because, I mean, we were already there. But, and hey, you know, they definitely made it true.
I just like seeing the sweat. They're countering each other.
They definitely be sweating. It is looking hot in there. You know, maybe we need some central air over there.
These are sweaty matches. That's what that is.
That's true. Both of these players have been doing really well to avoid just staying out of the other players' win conditions. But it's all about that adaptation.
I thought you were about to say they're avoiding the stank.
They definfinely got to avoid the stank. You know, make sure, please make sure, you know, if you're at a tournament, you shower before you show up and you use deodorant. Please and thank you.
Greatly appreciate it.
For all I know is that this is serious, okay?
Oh,
pardon
far
me.
medium.
But here's my rush. Potaku, good positioning here. Nice dodge.
This is opportunity for
EX.
Potaku. Yeah, this is big time. Wow, that cooldown's...
Oh, the anti-air.
Yeah, that's air unblockable too. So yeah, that's one of the nice parts about it. Is the first hit of that move is air unblockable, right? So like if you can block the other hits that come afterwards, but you're usually setting yourself up for another air unblockable situation anyway if you do get put in that situation.
Ooh, the forced clash. That was like a melty clash. Yeah, don't do that in Granblue. That's crazy.
The crazy part about clashes in this game is each clash builds 15 meter.
It's true.
So like you just get buff afterwards.
It's almost like a wager, right? Like who's going to get hit by it, and then I'm going to cash out immediately if I have 50.
Yeah, well that's the thing is like especially after season 2 is like now you can clash, get 50, and then rush, and your opponent's like, oh well, do I commit or like am I with air unblockable?
Man.
Potaku.
Wow, what an
Potaku is a nut right now.
Yeah.
Overdrive. Breaks through.
This is going to be helpful, too, because Kunio won't lose life now blocking these arrows. Be able to walk and block their way in.
Yeah, well, I mean, but he will lose some of that overdrive if he gets hit raw.
Walking and blocking probably not so much the name of the game as he getting anti-air now. Yeah, so he tried to jump again. He's looking for the jumping dive kick, but I don't know. Potaku.
Oh, there it is.
Wait a minute.
Oh, but the drop, yeah, unfortunate. Maybe it's just a bit too high. Not enough hit stun for it.
So checkmate.
Oh, hold on. Wait a minute.
He's got just one chance. Early break.
If you had one shot.
Last chance
this
for
is
the
real the last chance. GG
oh, got the overhead.
Wait a minute.
Oh, but it was out of the corner. And okay, so Kunio wanted the tail whip to be able to get the wall bounce, but it was because it was out of the corner. Got the wrong version of the move as it was a cross up. Oh, the slow fireball to catch the dodge. Very smart from Potaku. Had to recognize that, you know, you're in chip territory, right? You can't block any of these fireballs. And so you're going to try to do this on reaction, but if I mess up the timing, your reactions are moot now.
My guy is glistening.
That's just the shine of victory, Maverick.
It isn't gold. It isn't gold. So I see what you're saying.